Hi everyone, on today's video I'll be showing you how to crochet this bralette cap with some ruffled edges. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same bralette cap. So for this project I am going to use these two types of yarn, the different colors. So I'll be using 100 acrylic yarn, which is in 50 grams, and this one I'll just use it to make the bra cap, and this one is also 100% acrylic. It is also in 50 grams, so I'll be using it to do the ruffled edging. I'm also going to use a 3.5 millimeter hook and some scissors. So to begin, I am going to make a bra cap. So to begin, I'm just going to first start by making a slip knot. Now I am going to do a size small bralette cap. So I'm going to chain 13 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Once I have my 13 chains, I'm just going to flip my project. I'm just going to turn it so that I'm faced with these middle stitches here, and this is where I'm going to insert my hook through these middle stitches. So to begin, I am going to skip the first chain and go through the second one, the second stitch. I have my first stitch here, I have the second one, which is this one. So I'm just going to go through this second stitch here, and I'm going to do the single crochet. So to do that, I'm just going to insert my hook through that stitch, yarn over and pull through the first loop so that I'm left with 2 loops. I'm going to yarn over and pull through the 2 loops, insert through the next stitch, yarn over, pull through the first loop, yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. And I'm just going to continue with the same pattern until I reach the end. And remember, we are going through these middle stitches here, these middle stitches. So I'm just going to continue with the single crochet until I reach the end, of my project. So please continue with the same pattern until you reach the end. So now I'm almost at the end, and I'm just going to go through this last stitch. And now I'm done, and this is how it looks so far. So the first stitch we skipped at the beginning was for the turning point. So now, since we had 13 chains, we are going to have 12 chains because of the first stitch that we skipped at the beginning of our project. So make sure that your stitches are 12 here. it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12. So now I am going to chain once. I'm going to chain once to start a new row and flip my project. And now I'm going to go through every stitch until I reach the end. I'm just going to continue with the single crochet, and now I'm going to begin on my first stitch. I'm not going to skip any stitch now. I'm just going to go through this stitch, the very first one that begins. So please continue with this same pattern until you reach the end. And once we reach the end, we are going to do something different, and I'll show you once I reach the end of my stitch. So now I almost reached the end. I'm just going to continue with these 2 stitches left. And this one, this is my last stitch. This is my last stitch here. I'm just going to continue. And now this is how my project looks so far. So once I reach to the end, I'm just going to look for the middle part here. I'm just going to look for the middle part, which is this one here, where you can see a hole, a little hole here. I'm going to take this as my middle part. So now I am going to insert 3 single crochet through this loop. I'm going to chain 3 single crochet. That is 1 and 2 and 3. So I just crocheted 3 single crochet on the same loop. So now I'm just going to go ahead through the next stitches with a single crochet. So I'm just going to go ahead until I reach the last stitch. So I'm just going to go ahead and crochet through I reach my last stitch. So now once I did my 3 crochets on my on my middle loop, I have something like a curve. You'll see something like a U shape. Yes. So I'm just going to go ahead and crochet the single crochet until I reach the last stitch. So now I'm on my last stitch. Just going to go ahead and finish this last stitch. So each and every time I reach this side, I'm just going to chain 1 and flip my project to begin the new row. So now I'm going to go through the very first stitch and continue with my single crochet. So I'm going to continue with this single crochet until I reach this stitch here. So once I reach here, I'm just going to continue to single crochet through this last stitch. This will be my last stitch here. So once I have something looking this way, I will know I'm just going to go through the middle. I am going to go through the middle, which is here. So I'm going to single crochet 3 times. Each and every time I reach to my U shape, I'm going to crochet 3 single crochet on the same loop. So I'm just going to continue with the 3 single crochet in this same loop. That will be 2, and now this is my last one. Once I'm done with my 3 single crochet in the same loop, I'll have something looking like this. So now I'm just going to repeat the same pattern. I'm just going to go through the next stitch with a single crochet until I reach the end, and once I reach this side, I'm just going to crochet once, flip my project, and then once I get here, once I get to the middle part, I'll just chain 3 single crochet in the same loop and then go through the next stitch with just a single crochet. Now this is my last stitch. I've reached to the last stitch. So once I'm done with my last stitch, I'm just going to chain once, flip, and continue with the same pattern. So now I'm going to go, once I'm done, I'm going to go through this middle stitch here with 3 single crochets. So now I'm going to go through the next chains with only a single crochet. So I'm just going to continue with this same pattern until I reach the length that I want. I'm going to continue with this same pattern until I reach this size, until I reach this size. So now I'm done with the length of my bra cup. This is how it looks after I'm done. So I'm just going to complete this last stitch here. And once I'm done, I'm just going to chain once. And now I'm going to cut off. And now I'm just going to pull my hook out. And then now my bra cup is complete. So now I'm going to continue to do the ruffled edging. So now I'm going to choose which side to be the good side. So the good side, there has to be the front part and the back part. So I'm just going to choose this as my back part, this side, and this one will be my the front part. I mean, this will be the front part. So now I'll be using this yarn. I'll be using this yarn to make the ruffled edging. I'm going to begin first by making a slip knot. So now I'm going to go through this, the beginning stitch. I'm just going to go through it, and then now I will yarn over and pull through so that I'm left with two pieces, I mean 2 loops, and then I'll yarn over and pull through the both loops. And now I'm going to take this piece of yarn and just place it this way so that I can stitch it together with the chains. So now I'm going to go to do the ruffled edging. I'm going to go through the first stitch with four double crochet. To do the double crochet, I'm going to yarn over, insert through this first stitch, and now once I'll be left with 3 loops. I'm going to yarn over and pull through only 2 loops, and I'll be left with 2 loops. I'm going to yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. I'm going to continue again on the same stitch. So far I've done a 1 double crochet, so I need to do 4. Oh, sorry. So to begin, I'll yarn over and insert, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through. This is my 3rd double crochet. Oh my gosh. And now I'm going to do the last one. So far I have something looking like this. So I'm going to continue with the same pattern in my next chains. So going through the next chain, I'm just going to continue with the double crochet, 4 double crochet in the same stitch. And now I'm doing my last double crochet. And now I'll go on to the next chain here. now I'll be doing my last double crochet. So now I'm just going to go all around my bra cup with the 4 double crochet in each stitch. You just continue with the same pattern. You double crochet through the next stitch with 4 double crochets. So you're just going to continue with this same pattern until you reach the end. And now I have reached my last stitch, which is this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and do 4 double crochets into the same loop. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So once I'm done, I'm just going to chain once. I'm just going to chain once, and then I'm going to cut my loop, my yarn, and then just pull. And now my project is complete. My project is complete. This is how it looks. So I think you can choose from any side, whether you want this side to be the front part or this one to be, if this side you want to be the back part, or if you choose this one, I think it's optional. So now my bra cup is complete.